Are you ready for a fabulous February? I think we have found it. I hope. So I love this. We're entering into February in a new Lunar New Year because Lunar New Year is January 29th. And it's the year of the snake. So again, I've said this before, after the drama of the year of the dragon, this is going to be a much chiller year in theory. Yeah, on paper, whatever. So February is really the first month that we're going to feel the energy of the year of the snake. So I've talked about this. I'm not going to talk about it more in this video. You can go back and watch the 9-year in numerology video, or you can watch the year of the snake video. But I really am loving this energy. So we're kicking off February with, again, the year of the snake energy. And February 2nd, we start off with Groundhog Day. Great movie. But it's going to be really interesting to see what Punxsutawney Phil sees this year. I say his name wrong all the time. It's Punxsutawney Phil. I think I'm saying it right now. But it's going to be interesting to see what's going on there because we've had some weird, interesting weather in the South this year already. Very interesting. So on February 4th, we have Jupiter going direct in Gemini. And also we have Venus moving into Aries, just adding a splash of fire to, all things that Venus rules, which is basically our money and our love life, our relationships, not necessarily just romantic ones. Yeah. On the 12th, we have a full moon in Leo that hits its peak at 8:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All my times are Eastern Standard Time because, well, that's where I live. Yeah. On the 14th, we have Valentine's Day and Mercury moving into Pisces. Now, Mercury is not fond of Pisces. Really not a happy place for Mercury. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting little twist on communication on this Valentine's Day, this important holiday for romance. I know, I'm such a romantic, right? On the 18th, we have the sun moving into Pisces, joining quite the party in Pisces, by the way. Sorry, there's a hair tickle on my face. On the 23rd, we have Mars going direct in Cancer. On the 27th, we have a new moon in Pisces that hits its peak at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I just want to say, this is quite the little party in Pisces this month. It is. But having Mars go direct from the 23rd until March 1st, this is our small window when we have all the planets direct. Now, planets in retrograde are not a bad thing. It is a time for us to enter the re-season, like I like to call it, where we reevaluate, we redo, we fill in the blank. Whatever you need to do, you reassess. And I think that this is the perfect year for us to not see a huge window of opportunity where all the planets are direct at once. 9 is all about rebirth. It's about living through some endings so that we can have some new beginnings, coming to a conclusion, because we are in a 9-year. And I think that, again, with the year of the snake, I've talked about this in other videos. I'm not going to go in a lot of detail here. But I think that this is a kind of a good year for us to not have this huge gap between retrogrades, between planets being in retrograde. Sometimes we'll have as much as 4 months of planets or 3 months of planets that are all direct at one time. But this year we don't. We just have a very small window just from the 23rd of February until March 1st. So that being said, We're ending February with one planet in fire, which is Venus in Aries, two planets in air, which is Jupiter in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius. And Pluto should be camped out in Aquarius for a minute. 2044 is when Pluto comes out of Aquarius. So then we also have one planet and south node in Earth. So we have Uranus camped out in Taurus, and we have south node in Virgo. And in Pisces, oh my gosh, well, there's 5 planets and north node in water. And so we have Mars in Cancer, but Pisces is like the party hub, right? Because we've got North Node, Sun, Saturn, Mercury, and Neptune all in Pisces for this period of time. It's, yeah, if you got a lot of stuff in your chart that's in Pisces, you might want to check this out and see what's going on with you and what's happening with you this month. It's very interesting, very interesting. Okay, so the crystal of the month this month is selenite. Now, I realized that we had this crystal as the crystal of the month in October of 2044. Oh my gosh, 2024. What is wrong with me? I am drinking coffee. I am. But we had, in October of 2024, selenite was the crystal of the month. So the reason why selenite is coming back up at this time is because it's a great remover of negative energy, and it removes negative energy. It cleanses auras. It provides protection. It helps with releasing, a big component of being in the year of the 9 and in the year of the snake, for that matter. And it also helps to get rid, as I said, with negative energy, but it's also negative energy associated with emotions like mental and emotional pain. So this is a wonderful time to just sort of like use the selenite to cleanse, clear, release, so that we can move on and so that we can like have some new beginnings and some new wonderful things coming into our life. I'm going to read a tiny little snippet of it because I have read about this crystal before, but here it is. And I'll show you some more examples in just a second. But here is the basics. It works as a vacuum cleaner to purify and cleanse the aura. It opens and stimulates the crown chakra, bringing in the divine light of the cosmos. It allows you to move forward in strength. That, again, is 9 energy. It is. It connects to your higher self and the I am presence. It clears away the old and helps make way for the new, vibrant energy and a deeper spiritual connection. And I think that is just, it's about spiritual awakening. And I think that this is a fantastic year for that. I don't really think that there's a bad year for that. I really don't. But I'm just saying this is a pretty good year for that. So these are all the examples that I have for sale in my booth, and I just found out that someone published my website and there's nothing on it, so there's nothing new on my website right now. But this is the stuff that I have for sale. So I have some wands. This one has all the chakras on it, the chakra symbols, because it is really fantastic for clearing chakras. For that matter, this is a necklace, although my husband hangs it in his car. I also have one hanging beside my bed. It also has crystals that symbolize each chakra. I have some raw pieces of selenite. I have some smooth. This is also a wand. These are considered wands. I have a wand that has like a pointy tip. I love that. I have this thing that I sit other crystals on top of because it has a little divot in the center. I also have selenite bowls. I have some orange selenite, as you will see, that's moon and sphere. I also have some round ones. I didn't pull those out of my booth for this though. And I have some with the seed of life on them. I have some, like, I love these. They're just the perfect size. I know you can't see it with the reflection of the lights. This one has the Hamsa on it. Also great for protection. And this one is just a plain one, but I love the oval sort of shape. I just like those shapes. And then of course I have the round, and I have these in orange as well. But those are the ones that, like, I keep around. And I also, I have earrings. I have some jewelry. I have some earrings and some necklaces with selenite in them. These are things that I keep in my booth all the time. And I highly recommend that, like, you go check out, like, your local metaphysical store. I can tell you right now, they probably have a ton of selenite. And I also have an athame made out of selenite. I love it. Also something I use quite a bit. Yeah. Okay. So today I am also, like, as usual, I'm going to be pulling cards from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. If I can get this to get in focus. I know. My Canon has one job. And I'm also pulling from the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. Love these cards. And as I say almost every month, this is one of the, like, few decks that I read from the book, Yasmin Boland. And it's just because the book has so much information that I really feel like is vital when I'm pulling those cards. Everything else, just intuition. So that being said, I'm really excited about, like, moving into February and really getting the energy of this year of the snake. It's a very exciting time. It is. There's not a huge amount of transits happening in February, but the ones that are happening, I feel like it's really important. I mean, we've got 2 planets going direct. We have Venus moving into Aries. I love it. I love it. A little bit hesitant about Mercury going into Pisces, but that's because I'm double ruled by Mercury. So anytime Mercury is uncomfortable, I feel it. And he's our planet of communication. I mean, come on. But let's see what your individual numerology is for this month. I know. I think it really has an opportunity to be fantastic. So let's see what's shaking out for you. Hello, Life Path 8. Oh yeah, February is a new beginning for you. Are you ready? It's a 1 month. So this is a wonderful time for you to, like, embrace that vibration of the new beginning, that initiative, the individuality, the opportunities that are just flowing in for you this month. I think Life Path 8, by the way, this is Mercury. Yeah, I'm covered in cat hair, by the way. There's my abundance, Life Path 8. So Life Path 8, this is a wonderful time for you to show the leadership skills that are there, that are, like, really innate to you, because that's what you do, is you uplift people and you set an example of self-empowerment for others. And this is a wonderful time for you to really just, like, show, like, that you are a leader. This is a time of receiving inspirational ideas. This is a time of embracing independence, getting creative. We love that. This is a wonderful time for you to really discover more confidence in yourself, for you to discover any confidence in yourself. I feel like, though, Life Path 8 people are really confident. Now, maybe not 100% of the time, but who is 100% of the time? This is a wonderful time of, like, discovering confidence in yourself. Maybe discovering confidence in some new skills, some new opportunities, and And I think that it really is a great time for you to do that. Develop some new confidence. Let's put that out there. So this is also a great time to take some ideas that maybe you've shelved. Maybe you've put, like, said, okay, this isn't the right time. This wasn't the right space for it. And you sort of shelved some really good ideas, but it wasn't the right time for them. Now it's time to bring them down, dust them off, polish them up, and just say, let's see what we can do with this. Let's see if this is the right time. Let's look at it from a different perspective with some fresh eyes and see if this is the right time for this idea, this project, this dream, whatever. Remember, when we are moving into a one vibration, when we're moving into a one energy, it really is a time for us to move forward and take that next step. This is the genesis of the energies of the vibration. It really is a new beginning. It is. This is also a great time for you to see potential in stuff. So seeing potential in a new venture, a new business, a relationship. This is a wonderful time when you're receiving all these inspirational ideas for you to see the potential that is out there in those projects, in that dream. And I think that it's just really, it's a great time for some new concepts to just flow in for you. Love it. Love it. The mantra of the one is, I am inspiration. I fearlessly direct my creative ideas into action. This is an action vibration. This is. The vibration of the one, the energy of the one is taking action. It is just getting out there and using your courage to take the initiative to move into that next phase. The shadow sides here are isolation, insecurity, and doubt. And that can come across as laziness or selfishness or even aggressiveness. So when you're starting to feel these things, insecurity and doubt especially, just step back, acknowledge it, don't camp out in it, and move ahead in the way that you do as a Life Path 8. Because I just want to remind you, the mantra of the Life Path 8 is, I embrace the power within me while honoring the divinity within others. Embrace your power, honor other people, and don't fall into the isolation, insecurity, and doubt trap. Yeah. The lesson of the one is to push through insecurities and doubt while developing confidence in one's own abilities and one's own brilliance. That's something that the Life Path 8 could really embrace this month, and have an abundance and an understanding that there is an infinite supply of confidence, inspirational ideas, and leadership abilities this month. It could really take you far this year, Life Path 8. It really could. I love it. I love it. I love it. Remember, some of your shadow effects, some of your shadow side here is accepting or trying to take responsibility for other people's choices, for other people's actions, trying to fix others, leading with the ego, and attachment to the material. So some of these could overlap a little bit, because the shadow sides of the one, appearing selfish or lazy or aggressive because you're feeling that insecurity, you're feeling that self-doubt, could also trigger that leading with the ego. It could also trigger that, let's pay more attention to our egos during this time. New beginnings, Life Path 8. The energy of the one is just, I think this is a wonderful time for it. I mean, right after the new Lunar New Year, the year of the snake, great. It's great. Boy, I'm just throwing cards around like a crazy person today. All right, let's see what the advice cards are for you for the month of February, Life Path 8. Ooh, Mott. Fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Very interesting. We do love fair and just things, right? I mean, I do. I like for everything to be fair. It's not, but I like it when it is fair. Ooh. Okay, and the Moonology card is full moon in Pisces. Oh my gosh, this is a Pisces party this month. Come on, Canon, focus. There we go. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Balance your spirituality and your practical nature. I like that. Let's see what the book says. Full moon in Pisces. Ooh. Okay, here we go. All right. Balance spirituality and practicality. Have you ever been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a more concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. Like that. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. Oh, that's awesome. Come on, Canon, get back in focus. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Meditate every day and see what comes to you, because the answers will come. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, Life Path 8. Are you ready for this new beginning? I know, I'm ready for the new Lunar New Year. I really am. Year of the Snake. I just keep talking about it because I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I enjoyed the Year of the Dragon for the most part, but I'm really looking forward to the Year of the Snake. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 8. Thank you so much for your continued support on my channel. I look forward to seeing what the rest of 2025 brings to all of us. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Have a fabulous February. Bye.